Hello, the Lady Keziah here. Do the people you call yours equally see you as theirs? A profound question, right? Yes. Let's have another difficult and yet necessary conversation. Do the people you call yours equally see you as theirs? This question invites deep reflection on the nature of our relationships and the reciprocity within them. When we call someone ours, we are acknowledging a bond, a connection that we believe is mutual. Relationships at their core are not supposed to be one-sided. To truly know whether someone sees you as theirs, it requires more than just feelings of attachment on your part. To feel and to think that you're in a relationship with somebody only to discover that you are all there all by yourself. It requires more than just feelings of attachment on your part. It demands an awareness of how they value, prioritize, and interact with you. And that's why I'm here, for some few important aspects for you to consider. So you can equally say, this person is mine and I am theirs also. Number one, mutual investment. Do they invest as much as in the relationship as you do? Don't be like the typical primitive average somebody that whenever you hear investment, giving, you think the only thing that comes to your mind is giving. No. Giving is not just monetary. There are things we invest into relationships that money cannot buy. So if all you have is money, the cycle of love and relationship is not completed. And very soon that person will be looking for what else he or she would get elsewhere. It is a full cycle. So mutual investment. Also note there's a caveat here. In as much as equality is amazing to many of you, I find equity, romantic and awesome. We can all not give equally, but if all of us are willing, able, and ready to give within our capacity, everybody would be covered, because I'll give within my capacity and I'll receive within your capacity, and we'll all be covered. So equity is key here. So the things to consider, number one, mutual investment. Do they invest as much in the relationship as you do? Are they there during times of need, celebrations, and growth? A relationship where both sides invest in each other is one where it is like you both see each other as an integral part of your life. That's why you are willing, ready, and able to equally invest back into your partner's life, into that kind of relationship. It is not just receiving. No. So number one is mutual investment. Until a person gets to a place where he or she can equally invest into you, there is no relationship. You are all there by yourself. Number two, reciprocity in care. Did they check in on you? Show that you are important to them? Do they check in on you, care about your well-being, and take steps to show that you are important to them? True relationships are not just about calling someone mine. That's mine, really. What shows? That's my woman, that's my man. In words, in deeds, in what aspect? True relationships are not just about calling someone mine, but showing through actions that you also belong to them in a meaningful way. and you are ready to equally invest into them. So reciprocity in care is also key. Number 3, respect and inclusion. Are you included in their life decisions, moments, and celebrations? Do they respect your opinions and ideas? Or is it all just about themselves? I want, I need, I take. What about what you equally want, need, and expect? If you find that you are an active participant in their life and vice versa, it's a sign that they may see you as theirs also. Number 4, openness and vulnerability. Do they open up to you, trust you with their thoughts, fears, and dreams? And this is where I tell a lot of people, when people share things in confidence with you and you go out there and you share, you exhibiting ignorance, naivety, and immaturity, because you have no idea what it takes for people to be open and vulnerable with you. When people open up to you, trust you with their thoughts, fears, and dreams, it means you are important to them. They see a future with you. Vulnerability is often a sign that someone sees you as a safe and important figure in their lives. Don't betray their trust. Number 5, consistency. Consistency. Relationship that can pass the test of time, regardless of location. Relationships are defined not just in moments of happiness or closeness, proximity, no, but through consistency. Do they show up for you, both in the highs and lows of life? Ultimately, it is important to reflect on your relationships and communication. If you're uncertain whether the people you call yours truly see you as theirs, sometimes it's worth having a conversation. But for you to get to the place in life where you are even second guessing that relationship, to the point that you are to have a conversation around whether you are theirs or not, means there's so much dysfunctionality, and you know it. And you know it. Relationships are the cornerstone of our lives, whether with family, friends, colleagues, or partners. They shape who we are and impact our happiness and well-being. How often then do we pause to evaluate the quality of these relationships? If relationships are supposed to be that integral part of our lives, then it behooves on us to periodically pause to evaluate the quality of those relationships. How do we know if these relationships are truly enriching our lives or holding us back? When you think you are with somebody and you are all there by yourself, all there by yourself. When you think you have a family, investing and pouring, when nobody even considers you as such. When you are giving in your gallons, and even the pints they throw at you, it comes with so much disrespect because they see giving as only money. They can't quantify the other aspects of giving, the intangibles that you invest into the relationship. Those are not respected. So even the monetary ones they are giving, they are throwing their crumbs at you because they think giving is just about money, no respect. So how do we know if these relationships are truly enriching our lives or holding us back? The very things that are supposed to make our lives beautiful can also make our lives misery, turn our lives into misery. Until we get to the place in life where we'll be able to pause and evaluate our relationships we'll just be running in circles. And the same things that are supposed to fuel us would be the source of our struggles, because we won't get it in the measure that we need in order for our well-being to be effective. How can we therefore assess quality of our relationship? Not just by their surface appearances, but by their deeper, more meaningful traits. How do we do that? How are we supposed to know this? Would we just be there and organically these relationships grow into the beautiful relationship we desire, or we are supposed to put in the work? How do we do that? That's why I'm here with some tips. Just like I say, if I share things generally, it is just a general thing. Pick what resonates with you, adopt and adapt. You can equally add yours in the comment section for other people to equally like. This is the place I pause for a second, so you can hit the subscribe button if you haven't subscribed to my YouTube channel yet. Select the notification bell and choose all, so anytime I upload a video, you'll be notified. Now let's get in there. How are we doing this? Number one, communication. The foundation of any relationship is communication. It is not just about talking, as a lot of people seem to understand it. Communication means we are talking. No. If you are just talking through instruction at people, you are not communicating. It is not just about talking. It's about truly listening to. High quality relationships are characterized by open, honest, and respectful communication. It doesn't matter how angry both of you are. In your interactions, in your communication, there should be respect. Ask yourself, do you feel heard and understood in your relationships? Are you able to freely express your thoughts and feelings without fear of judgment? That something you say as if you're in the law court will be used against you so that kingdom come. You can't have a meaningful conversation. You can't. If it's a friendship, if it's a love relationship, whatever category of relationship is, there comes a time that you have to put the emotions aside. So you'll be able to have a logical, meaningful conversation characterized by open, honest, and respectful interactions. Do you feel heard and understood in your relationship, or is all about your partner? It is all about what they want. What about what you want? And these people will make you feel that it's all just about them. What about you too? What about what you equally want? I want, I need, I deserve. What about what you want? What do you need? And what do you equally deserve? So communication is key, but it's not just throwing instructions and talking. It's about actively listening to and letting your partner feel heard, understood. Are you able to freely express your thoughts and feelings without fear of judgment? Can you, in a conversation, ask questions because you don't understand certain things and you deserve to get understanding into it? Or you ask a question and that brings a conflict? Then that's not a relationship. True communication allows for both vulnerability and connection, and it's a key indicator of a healthy relationship. So in order for someone to connect with you, vulnerability is allowed. Connection will be spearheaded by vulnerability and respect. And sometimes if you can't handle this kind of conversation, you are just throwing instructions at your partner without even listening and making them heard and letting them know that it is not just about you. It is both of you doing your own thing. But if you just make the person feel used because it's just about what you want, what you think you deserve, then the relationship can't migrate into something beautiful where the connection will be sustained. Number two, support and encouragement. Support and encouragement. A good relationship with a partner, whether it's with a friend, partner, or family member, the people in your life should lift you up, not weigh you down. Are the individuals in your circle supportive of your dreams, ambitions, and personal growth? Or these are people that when you want to grow, they are the people that suppresses you. What do you think you are going? Like a cocoon asking a butterfly, why have you changed? As if all of us are not supposed to grow and change and become better. They will never allow you to grow. A healthy relationship fosters, encourages, support. Are the individuals in your circle supportive of your dreams, ambitions, and personal growth? Do they celebrate your successes and stand by you during tough times? If the answer is yes, you've hit a jackpot. Yes, you are likely in a relationship that fosters mutual encouragement and growth. Many of the things you get it for free, other people have paid it for them for years. So don't take it for granted also. If you are getting these things without even asking for them from your partner, from a family member, from a friend, be grateful and appreciate them. Number three is trust. Trust. Trust is the bedrock of any strong relationship. And trust doesn't mean everything is well, everything is going to be well. Trust simply means, regardless of what happens, we'll work together, we'll stand together as a team. It doesn't also gives you the rights and the privilege to just treat your partner anyhow because he or she is determined to work through anything with you. That is bollocks. Without trust, even the closest bond can crumble. Haven't you seen relationships that people have great chemistry connection and yet everything is just crumbled? Even the closest bond can crumble without trust. So don't betray the trust of people who trust you with everything within them. They know you are naughty. They know you can become anything you want to become, and they still trust you. They want to do business with you. They want to make a life with you. They want to love you. They want to establish deeper connection with you. Don't take them for granted because it's not everybody. Some people can forgive you and still not allow you to have access to them. Yeah. So the fact that you are with forgiving people doesn't mean you should take them for granted. There comes a time people get fed up. Even the genuine and the sincere hearts have their limits. So if people trust you, don't take them for granted. Do you trust the people around you? And do they trust you? Trust isn't just about honesty. It is also about reliability. Trust is also about reliability. Can you depend on each other when it counts the most? If trust is shaky, it's a sign that the relationship might need some work. If trust is shaky, that's a sign that there are some dysfunctionalities that must be worked on. Number four, balance. Healthy relationships are balanced. Healthy relationships are balanced. There should be a give and take where both parties contribute equally over time, where both parties contribute equitably over time. It's not about keeping score, but it's important to feel that the relationship is not one-sided. The relationship should not be one-sided. Emotionally, you would detach if the relationship is just one-sided. Do you feel drained or energized after spending time with someone? The person you claim to be yours. Do you feel drained or energized after spending time with that person? Did they only take and take and take without giving you anything back in return? So you feel so drained or you are energized to be with them. After spending time with them, are you drained or energized? Are you giving more than you are receiving, or vice versa? Is that your interpretation or that your reality? Balance ensures that both individuals feel valued and respected. Number 5, conflict resolution. Conflict resolution. Conflict is inevitable in any relationship, but how it is handled can speak volumes about its quality. So for you to say a relationship is quality means regardless of the hurdles, you would be able to solve them. You would allow your partner to be seen and to be heard, to express themselves freely, not suppress them, not make them feel like they don't have the right to feel what they feel because you feel differently. In a healthy relationship, disagreements are resolved through respectful discussions and compromise rather than resentment or aggression. Unless otherwise you want to be a bully. But if the health of the relationship is important to you, then you should know that conflict resolution has to be through the mature way. Do you feel comfortable addressing issues when they arise? Or you are afraid of what exactly? Then the relationship is not healthy. A relationship that when things don't go as you expected, when things are going wrong, you can't even voice them out in a healthy and a respectful way. That's not a relationship. That is not healthy. Are conflicts resolved in a way that strengthens the bond rather than damages it? Are you in there as I am the saint, she is the devil? Then you can't solve any conflicts. If you are going in there to find out what you can do right, what you can do better, how you can make life and the relationship profitable and comfortable for your partner, then there's so much you can learn and there's so much you can do. But if you are in there because you think you know it all, you are the best, and your partner is the problem, then you can't go through and get through any conflict. Any conflict can get the relationship crumble. Number 6, boundaries. Lastly, quality relationships respect personal boundaries. It is crucial to maintain your individuality while being part of a relationship. The other side of it is the people want accountability, who want to be all over you, and still they can't be accountable to you. Who were you speaking to on the phone, and yet in your presence, they are flirting with everybody around, and it is normal to them. So in their minds, you are responsible to them, but they don't owe you any accountability. That is a manipulate. That is a huge manipulation. He who comes to the table for equity must come with clean hands. So the very things you expect in your relationship, be willing, ready, and able to give them. If not, then you are manipulating. So in as much as you respect people's boundaries, the people you call yours, in all categories of relationship, in as much as you respect their boundaries, your boundaries must equally be respected. If not, then the relationship is not healthy. So whatever measure they are using should be pressed down, shaken together against them also. So in as much as you are supposed to be responsible to them, they owe you a certain level of accountability also. They can't take you for granted and expect that you should be accountable to them. It doesn't work that way. You can get people serving this burden for some time, but get to a time they realize that no, the relationship is not healthy, and they will advise themselves. So whatever we expect in a relationship, we should be up and doing by example. It is crucial to maintain your individuality while being part of a relationship. Therefore, your boundaries must be respected, meaning you have to respect those boundaries of other people also. If not, then you're manipulating people to respect your boundary and your space when you don't respect this. No, that's not right. Expecting people to be accountable to you when you are not ready to be accountable to them, that's equally not right. Healthy boundaries ensure that you can grow both within and outside of the relationship without feeling confined or overwhelmed. So you give the person the space to grow, to develop. And even within that, there is still a scope, knowing that you belong to somebody, meaning that, yes, somebody is responsible to you and you are equally responsible to somebody. In conclusion, assessing the quality of your relationships is not about perfection. Nobody's perfect. The truth of the matter is, it is not everybody we can be with. That is a fact. But it doesn't mean people are bad. No, not at all. But everybody cannot be with everyone. So assessing quality of our relationship is not about perfection, because none of us can be perfect. No relationship is without its challenges. However, by reflecting on communication, support, trust, balance, conflict resolution, and boundaries, you can better understand whether your relationships are enriching your life or whether they need some adjustment. Remember, it is never too late to improve the quality of your relationship, unless otherwise you are with a partner who is not willing to grow, to learn. Sometimes it's a matter of communication or compromise, but the argument is one person can compromise for life. If you are not willing, ready, and able to compromise, asking compromise from your partner all the time makes you a manipulator. Other times, it may require you to step back and reconsider if the relationship is truly serving your well-being. In the end, the quality of our relationship plays a significant role in our happiness and fulfillment. By taking the time to assess and nurture them, we invest in not only our connections, but in ourselves. The more you want to become better and make your relationships thriving and functional, the more you become a better person. So the who you become out of the desire to become a better partner in a relationship is very fulfilling. So when it requires you growing up, having deeper understanding, being patient, it doesn't mean you are doing your partner a favor. You are growing into a full agentic adult that you make your own life comfortable and easier. Put in the comment section if you just subscribed, so I welcome you to my channel. Until I see you again in my next video, I say much love and bless.